This is Gabby Stanley. I attended Broughal from 2010 to 2013, and I was so lucky and blessed to have Miss Zellner as an art teacher for all 3 of those years. Miss Zellner was a fantastic teacher, always so warm and welcoming, and in her class I learned about Vincent van Gogh for the first time, which obviously had a pretty lasting impact. We have so many awesome memories together. I loved working with her on the talent show. She facilitated the entirety of my stand-up comedy career. And I just feel so grateful to have had her as such a wonderful influence in my life. A couple words that I think would describe Miss Zellner are warm, loving, kind, generous, giving, comforting, just all of the good things. Miss Zellner, I hope you have a wonderful retirement, and thank you for everything you've given so many students throughout the years.
Hello everyone, my name is Louis Santana and I was a student at Broughal Middle School in 2008 through 2010. And the memories that I cherish the most with Ms. Zellner are all the water balloon tosses we did at the end of the year and all the talent shows we did together. And how can we not forget even the collages that we did on the computers? And the words that come to mind when I think of Ms. Zellner are sweet, respectful, humble, and inspiring. And she's even inspired me to pursue a career in teaching. And I hope that I have the same impact that she had on everyone's lives. And I wish nothing but success on the next chapter of your life. We love you, Ms. Zellner.
Hey, Zellner. It's me, Amy. I was one of your students back at Broughal Middle School. I just wanted to say thank you for your years of working there. And thank you for providing a safe space for all the students who came into your classroom. I know that art class was one of the highlights of my Broughal Middle School experience. So thank you, and I hope you have a great retirement.
Hello, Stacy. When we interviewed you for the art position at Broughal Middle School, it was evident that you were the right person for the position. We had the responsibility to guide and lead our students, and you were part of it. You demonstrated this feeling immediately when you were hired, and you continue to do so for the next 32 years. Your students were the beneficiaries of your talent. You now can retire with great satisfaction, and I want to wish you the best in realizing all of your dreams during your retirement. God bless you and all of our teachers.
Hi, Miss Zellner. It's Fats, Fatima, and
it's Matt. Hi, Miss Zellner.
from 2013, 2015, probably.
Yeah.
We just want to say that we love you and, happy retirement, because that's awesome. And also, the one thing that I definitely remember is that when you gave us all of your art supplies that one last day of school, I still have that watercolor kit that you gave me, so thank you.
I remember you just letting me draw whatever I wanted in class, which was super cool. And I actually run an art business, so it's super awesome. Thanks to you, Miss Zellner.
And I'm in art school, so thank you.
Hey, Ms. Zellner, Christian Cologne, one of your students from 1999 to 2002. Really, you were inspiring in all facets. I know you motivated a ton of students at Broughal Middle School, but what I got from you was nothing but love, even to the point that I'm an attorney and yet still drawing and still trying to create art in my spare time. Ms. Zellner, I can't say enough. Still have that sketchbook somewhere that you gave me in 8th grade. I wish you all the best in retirement, with much love from myself, and I know from all the many students that have passed through the school over the years. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Hi, my name is Stacy Alla. I went to Broughal in 2001 to 2003 or 2004, something like that. I just wanted to say that congratulations to Stacy Zellner, one of the best teachers ever from Broughal Middle School. I would describe her as genuinely incredibly kind. Every memory I have from her class in art was just great.
Mrs. Zellner, thank you so much for your decades of service as an educator, and more specifically Broughal Middle School. You are a force in our Broughal family, and we all appreciate you. I remember my first year here 4 years ago, we were in conversations wanting to support a student, and you told me I had her mom, or I taught her grandmother, or something that made me chuckle and made me just recognize this teacher gets it. So thank you for getting it, and thank you for supporting our students throughout the decades of your time here. We appreciate you and we'll miss you so much.
Hi, my name is Michaela Riley, and I was a student here from 2012 through 2015, and I absolutely adored having Miss Zellner as my art teacher. One thing I absolutely loved about her was the way she always managed to make her students feel the minute that they walked in. She was always there to greet us with this warm and kind smile on her face every single day, making us feel so comfortable and appreciated and loved. Ms. Zellner found a way to teach us that we could create anything through the hands of art, especially me. I am absolutely terrible at painting and drawing, but she made me feel like whatever I created was always going to be beautiful no matter what. She made me see that no matter what was presented, what was created, what I was capable of coming up with, that there was value no matter what it was. And I will always appreciate her for that. My favorite memory, oh man. My favorite memory of her was when we would always come in and she would tell us that she hit a frog somewhere and we would have to find it. And whoever would find it first, I think they would get like a prize. I think that has to be my favorite memory of her.
My name is Jennifer Jenkins. I used to be Jennifer Gill when I attended Broughal from 96 until 99. I had the absolute pleasure of having Ms. Zellner as my art teacher for all 3 years. She is such a passionate person, and I greatly appreciated her listening ear whenever I needed advice. She actually made me love art. I want to wish her all the best and good luck on her new horizons, and she will be greatly missed.
Hi, Stace. It's me, your secretary. I've known you for 40 years. We've been through a lot, mostly everything good. We had a lot of good times in school, out of school. I truly enjoyed going on all your field trips to the many museums. I really enjoyed them. I wouldn't have got there otherwise. And also your after-school evening art shows, they were fun. And also working with the kids during the school year. You were always so good to kids, they all loved you. And one thing I really liked was when the kids would enter your classroom, you always greeted them. I thought that was really cool. And when they left, you said goodbye. So I thought that was really a nice thing. And one thing I know too was don't call Stacy's room. That was so funny, we all dreaded it. And you were always nice though, but you didn't want to be disturbed because you were always so good with the kids and you just wanted to, not to have any interruptions, which we understood. We'd say, oh no, we have to call Stacy. But we got over it, so that was really funny, a funny thing. And as far as you once told me I was your mom in school, I guess because, you know, we were close and did so many things, so that was really, made me feel special. Also, the one great thing you did for me near the end of my career, because you weren't allowed to do it sooner, was do that beautiful mural on my office wall of your favorite place and your favorite artist, Monet. You have a few art students help you, and I know you like Monet, and yeah, I know you visited his place in France also, and I do have it as a screensaver on my iPad. I'll have it forever. So, I do wish you a happy retirement. I know you'll enjoy it, but I know you will miss your students.
So, this is 8th grade me. This was like 20 years ago, which is crazy to think. So it's really crazy to think that I started here and now I'm ending here at the exact same time as Stacy. So I remember Miss Zellner from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade when I went to Broughal. And there are some things I will never ever forget. I will never ever forget drawing toucans. So whenever I see a toucan, I immediately think of her in my 30s, which is crazy. I will never forget on the first day of school that I ever met her, she talked about how she had a teacher that would put kids in the back away from everybody else, and how it really drove her crazy, and it made her feel really bad for all of the other kids, and it made her feel bad for that kid. And now being a teacher, that is one of the things that has always stuck with me, is remember that everybody is part of a big group, and everybody should be treated exactly the same way, no matter what's going on. So my first day of teaching, I had her in the back of my mind. And I find it very interesting how that was 20 years ago, and it still drives part of the way that I teach. When I went to go on my interview for Broughal, I found a couple of really funny things that made me laugh. I found my yearbook with this wonderful photo. I found some of like a class pin and stuff like that. But I also found some notebooks that I had from 8th grade that I completely forgot about. And they came from Stacy, and I never could use them because they just reminded me of her and that class and how wonderful it was. And I still have them, and I still can't bring myself to use them, and I probably will have them forever. But so she touched a life and made that life become a teacher, one of the reasons. And she also has made me a better person, especially coming to Broughal. She has helped me so much. She's helped me know what some of the best things are for kids in this school. She's taught me how to be really strong. She's taught me how to laugh. She's taught me how to have a really good time no matter what you're feeling. And she taught me to just really care. Like, I have never seen somebody care so much about some kids, and it's absolutely wonderful.
Being a student who was new to Broughal, new to Bethlehem, new to the community, it was hard to get acclimated to the area. But one of the things that made me love coming to school was art class. To this day, in my parents' basement on Pierce Street, all 5 of us, myself and my siblings, still have art portfolios and the things we created in our art classes at Broughal. Why would we hold on to those things? We would hold on to them because Ms. Zellner placed a special place in all of our hearts. I'll speak for myself, but I know my siblings would agree. Ms. Zellner brought an energy to the classroom that is unmatched to this day. She made you feel special, she made you feel loved, she made you feel like you mattered. She greeted every kid coming into her room. And understanding now, part of her classroom management style was to make sure the kids were ready to come in. But just then, it was just so nice to have somebody who really cared like that. When we went into that room, and at that time her room was in the basement, she had the basement looking like this wonderful place, this amazing area to be part of and be in. I could talk about Karopi, I could talk about Starry Night, I could talk about so many things, but what I will talk about is what Ms. Zellner gave us was a sense of respectability and a call to be respectful. She wanted us to be kind and respectful. And I think that's an amazing thing for a teacher to be able to instill that in all of her children. So to you, Stacy, Ms. Zellner, Ms. DeCipio, Ms. Zellner, we love you, we appreciate you. The best wishes to you on this retirement. Thank you from myself, Christine, Chisholm, Justin, and Angie, and all of the Alozis, including my kids, Alvaro and Xavier, that have had you. Thank you so much.
Stacy, best of luck. I'll never forget you. And I'll never forget when I first started working here back in 2010, what an inspiration you were to me. Every time the kids come to my room, they say, "Do you know who else has a room like this?" Ms. Zellner. You will be missed, however, we'll keep in touch.
One of the best things that Dr. McGriff did for me when I first started at Broughal was suggest that I spend a day observing your classroom, Stacy, Miss Zellner, and it was just magical in there. From the way that the kids opened and closed the door, to how careful they were with the materials, to how they interacted respectfully with one another and with you, and of course the amazing things that they made. It was just a haven in there, just a peaceful haven, and I enjoyed it so much. I learned so much from observing you that day that I still use to this day, 8 years later, as a teacher here at Broughal. And I just appreciate everything that you've done for all of the kids in this community and the professional development that I received from you during a very important year of my career as well. So take care, enjoy every second of it. We're gonna miss you so much.
Hi, Ms. Zellner. It's Albert. It's been about 5 years, and my favorite memory in your class would be the fact that you like was so nice with people. Like if somebody was having a bad day, like you would like let them put their head down, or you was always positive. So I feel like you was one of like the best teachers like in this school. So probably the Sharpies too, that you lent me Sharpies. That was pretty nice because you offered to the students, like if they needed anything, you would give them like something that they needed.
Hi, my name is Julissa Jernigan. I was here from 2019 to 2021. Ms. Zellner, I have to personally say that being in your class really made me more calm and positive throughout the day, and I'm going to miss you, but I hope you have a very fulfilling and joyful life from here on out.
Hey, Ms. Zellner, it's Antonio. I'm pretty sure you remember me. I'm gonna see you today, but I got out of here about 5 years ago. I know a memory I have of you is definitely, it's kind of more of a consistent array of things. Anytime I was feeling bad, you always like helped me out, talked to me about my problems, and definitely drawing and stuff in your class definitely made me feel at peace sometimes, especially since I would have your class at the end of the day, and then it would just be the best thing ever to go home and have a clear mind. I wish you the best in your retirement, and I can't even begin to tell you how many lives you have touched since you started teaching.
Hi, Ms. Zellner. It's me, Alta. You had me from 6th to 8th grade, and your class is one of the bestest classes I've ever had. It was nice and quiet, what I needed during a rough day, if I had one.
Hi, Ms. Zellner. I'm really sad that you're leaving this year, but I'm happy that you were my teacher for 3 years, or the 4 years I had with you. I enjoyed all my time with you, and I'm truly gonna miss you. I hope you have a good time in your retirement, and I hope life treats you well. Love you.
Hi, Ms. Zellner. You were the nicest teacher I've ever met. I hope you have a nice retirement year.
Okay, so hi, Ms. Zellner. I hope you have a good retirement. I will miss you, and you're my favorite teacher, and thanks for being nice.
Hi, Ms. Zellner. I hope you have a very good retirement, and thank you for letting me in your class. I really loved it. It was nice and silent. I felt safe there and happy when I was there. I love to do art there. Thank you for being the best teacher in Broughal.